I'm back. I don't know for how long, but it has been quite some time since I did this. Honestly, just been busy. Busy with life. Went on a snowboarding trip. I mean, that was awesome, obviously. But more than anything, just been managing life, navigating through life, and the many challenges and obstacles you encounter along the way. And the thing is, I think I hit like real rock bottom. I've said it before too. It's like every time I hit rock bottom, or I think I hit rock bottom, there's a deeper rock bottom around the corner. So like what makes this rock bottom different than the rest? Well, this is the first time that I feel like I hit rock bottom, and it has caused me to really think about my behaviors and myself as a person. A lot of the times before when I hit like what I thought was rock bottom, a lot of it was like directly linked to like financial situation or to my financial situation. But this time around, the type of rock bottom, obviously the finance side is still a fundamental problem, huge issue. But this time around, I'm realizing that I have not been the person that I thought I was. And that has been a really eye-opening experience over the last like week, especially maybe 2 weeks or so. And that alone has helped me to think about and reflect on my actions, decisions, and behaviors over the last few years. And, it's been a lot of tough pills to swallow. And I feel like I've always been the type to hold myself accountable. I think that's just kind of how I was trained when it came to like working in the restaurant that I worked in. Was like, at least the people who trained me was like, if anything goes wrong while you're working, like in your section at one of your tables, like you as the server is kind of responsible for the whole thing. And that's just how I was trained. It was like deeply embedded in my mind that if anything happens, even if it's not directly like me doing it, like if my busser messes up, if the kitchen's taking long, like all of those things, like I have to assume responsibility for all those things, because at the end of the day, like that's my table, that's my guest, and it's my job to do my best to fix that situation. The best way to do it is to assume responsibility. So I've always felt like I was good at that, but yeah, I don't know. I think over the last few years since like starting, like going full-time freelance, like creative, somewhere along the line, I think I lost a lot of myself, to be honest. That is definitely one of the things that I've lost track of, which is crazy because like I didn't even notice that, but a huge understanding that I've had to come to is taking full responsibility for the way my life is currently, and understanding that I am currently living the life that I designed for myself through my actions, decisions, and behaviors. So like clearly I wouldn't say that I'm not happy with my situation right now, but I'm in this situation because of myself. So good news is I can fix that. And that's what I've been working on, like doing a lot of deep diving and not really focusing as much on my business anymore. Not primarily, that's a secondary focus, a secondary goal, I guess. But at this point, I am just focused on improving myself as a person. I think that's the hard work that I need to do, and that's the difficult decisions that I need to be making. And it's not easy, but I think I have some sort of a plan, which is good because it doesn't feel like I'm just aimlessly wandering around like pointing out problems. Like I'm developing plans, multiple plans, because there's multiple issues that I need to be addressing, but I am developing plans around those issues and implementing them, and focused on one thing at a time, one step at a time. But yeah, that's where I've been, and that's where I'm going to be for a while. And I'm just learning to swallow my pride and having a higher sense of awareness when my ego is starting to sit in the driver's seat. And honestly, just being more aware of like the things that I do, the things that I say, and like how that affects the people around me, especially those that I care about the most. I want to be the best person that I can be. I want to be the best contributor to this world and this life that I can be. And I used to be like that. Never perfect, but I used to be really focused on just being, optimizing for myself. Again, I have become actively aware that I have lost complete touch with that. And I'm not proud of it, but I'm glad that I've noticed it. And that's where my focus will be. in until further notice. And I'm going to do my best to keep track of those things because I don't want to end up in this situation again. And it's not just about me ending up in this situation. It's me ending up in this situation and the way it's been affecting the people around me. And I don't want to do that to these people because I care about these people a lot. And yeah, so, you know, it's a work in progress. And yeah, I guess I am excited though. I'm excited to see where things go. I'm excited to get back on track. And hopefully I can start building more bridges than I'm burning. Yeah, but last thing, this is not about making better videos. This is not about finding more clients. This is not about making more money. That is a part of it though. This is just about being a better version of me, the best version that I can be, hopefully. And being the best husband I can be, being the best father I can be, the best friend that I can be, the best brother, son. And then like, I think if I'm able to focus on on those things, and you know, maybe me as a business person and as a filmmaker or a photographer, maybe those things can grow in parallel with just me being a better person. So anyway, raw, transparent, just giving you the real. That's where it's been. And I got a lot of work to do, lots of lessons to learn, and I'm excited for it all. So nothing flashy today. Surprise, surprise. But I will say one thing is that, like, you know, I shot a ton of footage on the Tahoe trip. A lot of it looks super good. Just right now, I have to allocate my time and energy to the right places. And right now, it's just not feasible for me. I don't think it's sensible for me to like be working on like making some dope videos as a passion project. I mean, if I got client stuff lined up, of course, but that's just gonna have to take a back seat for now while I sort through and execute on these other plans. But yeah, I mean, I've been shooting stuff, just haven't really, that, and I'm trying to learn DaVinci Resolve. So, you know, coming over from Premiere, it's a little bit of a learning curve. But anyway, that's today's video. Hopefully somebody can get something out of this. I'll just say there's a lot of us going through it. And if you are too, you're not alone. My suggestion would be to really do a deep dive and a very honest reflection of the situation that you find yourself in and what kind of led up to it along the way. But the most important thing is to like, you have to hold yourself accountable for it. Because the life that I'm living and the life that you are living is a product of the decisions and actions and choices and behaviors that you have made up until that point. So if you're not happy with your financial situation, then you haven't made good choices leading up to now. If you're not happy with where you are as a person, then you just really need to reflect on the things, the decisions, the actions that you've made and reverse engineers. Like, I'm here, I'm not happy with this thing. Like, what happened? But the second you start blaming external factors or other people, then you're not really going to grow from that. You got to really step out of that and start pointing the finger at yourself. You really do. Okay, that's it. I'm out.